This is my review of the crochet kit plaid cardigan that I got from Lion brand. The original pattern, I think, did like a navy kind of denim blue for their main color. I chose the Wool Ease black for my main color, so this is my A. I chose the Wool Ease Oxford Gray for my B. I love kind of those specks of lighter gray mixed in there. I chose the Woolies Raindrops for my C. And for my final color, I chose the Woolies Gray Heather for my D. So it's a really nice pattern. I'm enjoying the work up. And as I progress through it, I will show more images and share more images and photos and videos and stuff as I work through it, but I am loving the pattern so far. I just wanted to show briefly how the color combination was coming. I finished, I guess what I would call phase A, or the first phase of the cardigan. Next is the plaid kind of stitch work, but I really love how the colors turned out. I love the color combination. These are all my favorite colors, and I'll show more as I progress. Here I am unraveling the border or the hem part. I am just taking this apart. For some reason, it just kept ruffling, and each time I tried it, it just continued to ruffle, and I was just not pleased with how it was coming out. I'm sure I added some stitches somewhere in there that was causing this ruffle, but I didn't like how it was turning out. And so I was taking it apart. I tried to sew it on. I tried to do the ruffle part of the stitch and then add it onto there. It did not work each time. So I had to figure out another way to get the border hem on the end of the cardigan. So this is me going along the sides of the cardigan, and instead of doing the traditional way of kind of knitting through the back stitch, maybe like 8 or 10 rows or 7 or 10 rows, and then kind of going along that, I just crocheted all along the border, and then I went into the back stitch of that. And so for the collar part of this cardigan and for the border edge of the cardigan, I diverged a bit from the original pattern, and I didn't do exactly the way, because like I said, I kept getting that ruffled edge, and no matter how many times I went back and counted the stitches and tried to make sure I didn't add any extra, it just didn't work. So this is kind of what I ended up doing. I kind of just went more horizontally along the bottom of the cardigan, and that seemed to work better for me. It could be that I have more experience knitting cardigans, and you kind of go along the edge of the cardigan that way when you knit it. So maybe that just made more sense to me, instead of working the little block and then making that go bigger. So, and I plan to do that around the rest of it. Now, this is the finished cardigan. I actually got all of it done. And like I said, I went along the edge of the cardigan in a horizontal way instead of the way that the sleeves, and I kind of diverged from the pattern in that way. And around the collar, I went kind of more horizontally. But I still think that even though it wasn't exactly to pattern, I didn't follow the instructions precisely, I still think the finished look, I'm happy with it. It doesn't look exactly the same as the sleeves, and I would have loved to have done that, but that just did not work for me. I'm sure it was some kind of error on my part, but it just did not work for me. So I had to find a way to adapt this pattern to make it work for me. And I like how it looks. Even though it doesn't look exactly the same, I think it came out really nice. I love the pattern. I love the print. And this is me in it. It is so cozy. It is so cute. I love plaid. I love the drop shoulders. I love the poofy kind of sleeves. I love the front. I love this cardigan. I love, love, love this cardigan. I will link in the description the pattern I used. And I love the maker of this cardigan. I believe she's here on YouTube, so I'll have to drop her name in the description and drop her name in the title because she did a great job on this pattern. It's cozy, it's perfect. I love it. Would you like to make this cardigan? I'll leave a link in the description and you can share your thoughts and your comments, but I really love it. I think it came out great despite the troubles that I had. I enjoyed it. Thanks for watching.